Hi guys, I know it's been a while. I finally moved forward with my next project. Here's the first of 2 episodes from the construction of HMS Aurora 1945 from Flyhawk. This is my first Flyhawk scale model. I've heard mostly very good recommendations about this company, so I had to try it. If you're interested, grab a coffee, relax, and let's start the assembly. Inside the box you can find very nice cardboard picture of Aurora, the instructions, a lot of sprues and PA parts. All plastic parts are very well protected and well arranged in frames. This makes it easier to find the right parts and speeds up the assembly process. I decided to make full hull version, but there is a waterline one also available. Plastic seems more delicate than in the model I've made so far. Therefore, I suggest that you handle it fairly gently. After gluing the main parts of the hull and deck together, I checked the superstructure's fitting and started to fill the line between the hull parts. I've used grey Tamiya putty dissolved with Tamiya extra thin cement. After it was completely dry, I sanded the hull with a sanding sponge and a file. Sometimes it's easier to clean the part while still located in the sprue and then cut it off. I have to admit that the parts in this set are made in great detail. I don't know if this is a standard in the Flyhawk stable, but I can definitely see the difference compared to the other scale modeling companies. Despite their very small sizes, the parts fit together almost perfectly, which greatly facilitates assembly. The anchor chain would be replaced, so I had to get rid of it. The photo etch parts are also more delicate in my opinion. It's time to paint with a primer. This time I used Mr. Finishing Surfacer 1500 Black, which I think is my favorite, especially when it comes to the 700 scale. I've also painted some deck elements with Tamiya XF63 German Grey. I got this wooden deck also from Flyhawk, so it fits perfectly. It's very easy to assemble, you just have to peel off the thin foil and paste it in place. Very easy and very realistic. Now you can see how detailed is this model. Assembly is a real challenge in this scale, but it's definitely worth the effort. Unfortunately, despite my sincere intentions, I don't always manage to find time for scale modeling. Probably many of you also try to combine this hobby with work and home, so you know well that this is not an easy task. I hope that this 2-month break will not happen again, but unfortunately I cannot promise it. Initially, I assumed that I would build this model relatively quickly and fit the whole thing into one episode. However, I didn't expect the model to be so time-consuming with so much detail. As you know, I like challenges and I am glad that I reached for Flyhawk. On the way I only had to revise my plans, so I divided the construction into 2 episodes. By the way, if you are familiar with Flyhawk, please let me know in the comments what are your feelings about this company. Based on this particular model, I am personally very happy and definitely will try to build next model in the future. HMS Aurora was a British Arethusa-class light cruiser. She served in Royal Navy from 1937 to 1948. She distinguished herself mainly during World War II in the Mediterranean Sea and in the defense of Malta. The ship had a tactical number 12. After the war, she served in the Chinese Navy under the name Chongqing, then as a training ship until 1960s. Aurora was equipped as a flagship and differed from its twin ships by the lack of a catapult and seaplane, replaced by an additional superstructure with staff quarters. Extra working hour, but worth it in my opinion. As already mentioned, some elements are very fragile. This one broke when cutting, of course due to my fault. Using a thin copper wire, I made a quick reconstruction. As a secondary armament, Aurora has 4 twin-mounting 4-inch naval guns. To make my life easier, I had just assemble one and then copy the rest. Easy, right? As I mentioned, I plan to finish Aurora in the next episode. Hope to have it published in a month or less. Meanwhile, the last details were pasted, so take a look at the final gallery. Although the model is quite demanding, in my opinion it's worth spending some time building it. In the next episode, I will mainly focus on painting and weathering, so the ship should already take its final shape. Meanwhile, if you like this movie, give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and you will surely not miss next episode. If you don't like it, please write in the comment what should I improve, and I will definitely try to fix it in the future. For now, take care guys, and see you soon. Bye!